You guys, welcome to a brand new series on the channel. It is the Career Mode Randomizer. It is a series that me and a few other YouTubers are going to be doing. Basically, each week we get a league, and out of that league we all get randomised a team, and I kind of got the short straw. I got Aston Villa. We're going to be playing 3 games. We got all the money that we can spend. We don't have the 60% bonus because a few people don't have that, so it's just what the basic amount of money is, and Aston Villa actually have quite a bit. They've got 20 million, and out of the first 3 games we're going to be playing Man United, Bournemouth and Crystal Palace. So kind of difficult, but we'll have to see how we do. If we can make some good signings, as you can see on the screen, we're putting a few bids in for like Lukepingu, Abel Hernandez, Riyad Mahrez. I feel like the attacking areas, they basically need goals. That's what Aston Villa need. And yeah, a few of the players in Aston Villa's team there are quite interesting, like Jack Grealish. If I was actually doing a proper career mode, I probably would keep him because he goes up to about an 82. But because we only have 3 games, he's kind of pointless, but he's worth quite a bit. So we do get a couple of bids in here accepted. I'm not going to show you every single bit of transfer news we do because we'd be here all day. I'll put about 10 to 15 bids in for players, and obviously Aston Villa, not everyone is wanting to go to them. As you can see here, Carlos Vela, very good player, but the only problem is with this deal, it'd be essentially all of our money in one deal, and I don't know if I really want to do that. He is 81 rated, he's a very good player, but is he that good just to carry the entire team? So we're going to put a new bid in here for Igalo. I think he's a really good replacement for Benteke, obviously a big powerful striker, and we do get the contracts here accepted for Abel Hernandez and Enner Valencia, both very pacey, very good players, and as well Matty Felix has accepted the contract. So I decided to transfer list and try and get out some players just to help us out on the wage front. So another player here, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. I think this series is going to be fun because it doesn't really matter how old the player is. You don't really need to go for the youngsters. You can essentially just go for the ratings, and that'll do you well. So yeah, this first episode, I think it's something a lot different than what I've ever seen on YouTube. I don't think anyone's ever done a career mode like 3 games long. Is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? We'll have to see what you guys think. I think it's something a little bit different, and at the end of at the start of the next episode, we'll see what the other YouTubers did with their teams, and it'll be interesting to see who did the best, because maybe they got like Man United, but they had like Chelsea, Arsenal and Manchester City, so they couldn't really get the best of results. So we do eventually get Igalo's 6.5 million plus Jack Grealish accepted. As well, I think we need another winger, so we're going to be bringing in Matty Felix, 2.7 million, plus Ali Sissoko, the left back, and I think for 1.7 million plus Kozak, I think it's worth just to bring in Abel Hernandez because he is a really good impact player off the bench with his like 90 odd pace. So 3 signings there, really big players. Obviously Igalo going into the first team, really powerful striker, 76 rated. I think he's going to be a really good player because I haven't actually tried him out this FIFA, but you look at his stats, he's got like 85 strength and 82 finishing and a few other very good stats for a similar kind of Benteke style role. So yeah, we're going to try and get a goalkeeper because we have made like 3 attacking area positions and we still got about £10 million, so maybe bringing in Alisson. He is on 1 year left on his contract, so he will be a lot cheaper than normally. So we're going to actually just accept this deal. I was going to go for like an extra 100k, but in the end I just go for the 1.9 million for Charles Exobia. He's not going to be needed, and maybe we can make a few more signings with that money. So the 4 million plus Guzan deal has been accepted for Alisson, who is a really good goalkeeper. He's like 8 years younger than Guzan and like 3 or 4 ratings higher as well. So it's a no-brainer really for like 4 million plus Guzan. It's a great deal, and he does accept the contract. I think that's a really good signing. He's going to be a great goalkeeper because this season Aston Villa defensively really haven't been too good. I think they've actually had to drop Guzan just because of bad form. Maybe he's injured, I'm not too sure. But yeah, 6'4", 86 reflexes, 78 positioning and 76 diving. Probably a lot better than Guzan obviously. So we do put some more bids in for some wingers. I feel like a bit more quality out wide is probably what we need. We do get the bid accepted here for Riyad Mahrez, just accepting the contract there as well. So we have got like 3 or 4 players here: Mahrez, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Alessandrini and Inaki Williams. I don't really want to get Inaki Williams just because everybody gets him on a career mode series. You watch a career mode series, 75% of the time they're going to go for him, so I don't think we need to get him. As well, Alessandrini, out of the 3 of those, I think he was just the weaker link out of those. So I really wanted to get Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, but unfortunately we didn't quite have the money, so in the end we just have to go for Riyad Mahrez. If we had like an extra 2 million, I would have got the Ox, but unfortunately, maybe if we just didn't sign Abel Hernandez, maybe that would have been better. But you never know. Mahrez is a very good player, and someone a little bit different. Obviously, he's had quite a big upgrade since the start of FIFA. I think he started out as like a 73. Now he's a 76, same as Igalo, really. So we are going to be doing 4-minute halves for the first episode. I think there's a bit of a misunderstanding, but nevertheless, it's something just to kick it off nicely to 4 minutes. They're not going to have the most of goals in these games, but you never know. So looking at the Bournemouth lineup, is the first game of the season. Making sure we get 3 points in all of these games is going to be vital. So we go into the 30th minute of the match here. Richards putting the ball across the box, and Igalo does kick off his season very nicely there with his first goal on his debut. And he was in the right place at the right time. You really can't blame him for that. He's a really good target man striker, just always in the right place. And as you can see here, 40th minute, smashes it into the near post, makes it 2-0 against Aston Villa just before half time. And that Mahrez slash Igalo, like the African link up front there, doing really nice, getting the goals early on in the game and putting us into a very nice position. So we do unfortunately concede a goal here in the 45th minute of the match. A stupid mistake, a stupid mistake from me, passing it straight to Wilson, and he does put it into the open net to make it 2-1 in the game. So it does actually end like that. Nothing too much in the second half, but 4 minutes really isn't enough. So I think in the next episode we're going to be doing the Legion, and it's going to be 6-minute halves. They did actually come quite close there with Matt Ritchie. Probably would have put it in the back of the net with a bit more finishing, but obviously he did hit the crossbar. So a great way to start this career mode with the 3 points against Bournemouth, because they are probably the easiest out of the 3 games, and the next game is against Manchester United. So it's going to be really interesting to see if we could pick up maybe a cheeky point against them. We do get a bid in there for Kieran Richardson. In the end, I don't know why I did go for this, because by the time we played this game against Manchester United, there's only like 3 or 4 days after this that we had an opportunity to make any signings. So in the end, I think it was probably not worth selling them. So just making sure that we haven't changed any of the sliders. None of us are cheating, obviously. It would be quite easy to cheat on this series, but I don't see why you would, because it just makes it a little bit boring if you are going to cheat. So yeah, into the next game against Manchester United. As you can see, there is our lineup. We've gone for Jordan Ayew on the left-hand side, just to see how he does. He is a bit higher rated than Scott Sinclair. So Manchester United lineup here, it's pretty much their best lineup. They have got Romero in goal and Valencia on the right-hand side, but apart from that, a very strong team. So into the 78th minute of the match here, a Bongolo and Hernandez coming off the bench, and eventually he goes through on goal with his left foot, smashes it into the top left-hand corner, makes it 1-0 with 10 minutes left of the game. And I believe that is the only goal of the game. It wasn't exactly the most exciting Manchester United performance ever, as I'll show you in the match stats at the end. I don't think they had a single shot on target, so I think I kind of got a little bit lucky in this game, but at the same time, just playing the counter-attacking way against Manchester United seemed to work in the end. But they do basically clear it off the line here, going over, and then Romero just clears it off the line, and that is full time. So yeah, I'll just show you the match stats here. Really couldn't add much more to that game. Like, I could have shown a few more highlights, but apart from those in the dire moments of the game, there wasn't really too much. Obviously, we started with Igalo. He was a little bit quiet, really didn't have the presence that he did have in the first game against Bournemouth, and hopefully can come back in the final game against Crystal Palace, as yeah, we did really well. Obviously a 1-0 win against Manchester United, you're not going to complain about that, meaning we have 6 points, and 6 points on world class 4-minute halves. That's actually really good to see, and obviously defensively we did quite well to keep out Manchester United. So looking at the match stats here, as you can see, Manchester United, 2 shots, none of them on target. They had a lot of possession, but we had like 5 shots on target, so it shows that we did do really well. And we do accept this bid in here for Alan Hutton. I'm not too sure why, because we had like 2 days and then we had the Crystal Palace game. But nevertheless, going into the last game of the episode against Crystal Palace, it's going to be an interesting one, because Crystal Palace in real life, they're quite decent. They haven't been the best in form recently, but they've got some very nice players like Zaha, Balassi, Kabay, and yeah, we're going to make a few changes because we haven't had that much time. That's the thing with this series. It is a real challenge in getting performances out of this team, because obviously you've only got 3 games. You really can't find your best 11 in that amount of time. It's really, really difficult. So a few players like Rudy Gestede or Adama on the reserves, potentially in a longer career mode, they could have been really, really good players, but I just don't know, because I haven't got the time to try them out and like lose points, because we need all 3 points from all 3 games. So we're going to go into the final game now, 4-minute halves. It is a bit of a shame that it wasn't 6 minutes, because you probably could have scored a few more goals, maybe made the games a bit more tighter. So yeah, let's go into the game now against Crystal Palace. And looking at their lineup, Adebayo up front, Balassi on the left, Zaha on the right, and Cabaye and James MacArthur. Wickham as well up front, Scott Dan, Hangeland, Ward, Soiree, and in goal I think it was Hennessy. So going into the game there, first 5 minutes, Matty Phillips, ball into the back post. Pretty much identical to the first game that we got, the first goal in the first game against Bournemouth, where we just put the ball across the box. Igalo in a very similar position, just puts it into the open net, makes it 1-0, and puts us into a very nice position early on in the game. It was that early on it hadn't finished showing the lineups on the bottom of the screen. So good ball there from Matty Phillips, good to see that he did make the impact. And in the 89th minute of the match here, Abel Hernandez running through on goal, eventually goes past Hangeland with the pace, and then just puts it into the back of the net. Very easy, very good goal, and secures us the 3 points, and does mean we get 9 points out of the 3 games. So that was really good to see. Obviously goal difference wise, we're only like plus 4, so potentially someone else has won all 3 of their games. And yeah, I think there is a bit of a reward whoever comes top in this series, so make sure you do check out the links down below to all the other channels that are doing this series, because it is going to be a little bit boring if you're just watching 3 games, me making signings, and maybe you will enjoy that, maybe just trying out some different teams. But nevertheless, if you want to improve this series, then make sure you do leave a comment down below on any suggestions that you guys have. So make sure you do smash the like button, check out the links down below, and subscribe if you are new to the channel, and see you soon. Bye!